Josiah, welcome to the show.
Hey, yo.
Are you ready to just be absolutely drilled with SEO questions today?
Born ready. Let's
yes,
do it.
I love it. So I have the top 17 SEO FAQs for 2025.
Okay.
So let's see what type of knowledge comes out of you. And I know you kind of have a disclaimer that you want to communicate before I start asking
I know. I can totally answer. It depends on every question you ask about SEO.
And I'll be like, no.
I will refrain from doing so as much as I can. I'll try to give yes and no answers. But if someone's listening to this and they're like, he just said no to that or yes to that, but I think there's a nuance that I might have, reach out to us and let's talk about that.
I love it.
Without further ado, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Question number 1, does my business need SEO?
If you want your business to be found online, yes.
Okay, that was quick. We're just warming up and we're going. All right. So then how does SEO work?
Yep. It's connecting what people are searching for already with what you do. That's it. So whether it's people have a question and then you have an article that answers that question. You have someone's looking for a product, you sell that product. Someone's looking for a service, you have that service. It's just connecting that dot.
I feel like that's common sense.
That's it.
Amazing. Beautiful. All right. So why isn't my website ranking on Google?
A lot of factors here. First place I would look is, are you telling search engines to not look at your website? So you can, in your robots.txt,
We've seen that at Rival
you
Mind.
can be saying, hey, any crawler, don't look at this website. Check there first. There's lots of other factors, but
that's the top one.
First.
Start there. Okay, so then we're talking about Google kind of primarily because it does dominate the market. Obviously, there are other search engines, right?
Of course.
So as we get into this, I'm going to reference Google quite a little bit here, but talking about this, so if we're ranking, my website's ranking. Okay, let's pretend.
Good work.
Thank you. Why does the organic traffic suddenly just like stall or drop off?
Yeah. A lot of factors here. First place I'd look is what other competitors have come into the space. Likely if you're receiving less traffic, you just move down positions for a certain phrase or a couple phrases. So go and look at what competitors are doing and then go do it better.
Okay. Question about that. So this is not a part of my question. So competitors, like when they are, so for example, we do that, right? So we go and we look. So you're just trying to like do better, like write better content essentially, right?
Okay. A competitor is anybody that shows up for a phrase that you want to show up for. So if you suddenly moved it down, go and look and see who's ranking above you and then dig into why.
Love it. Okay. So next question. What is a Google penalty?
Yep. Google penalty, typically referred to as a manual action. It's something that Google tells you via Google Search Console that, hey, this thing, that's a no-go. Usually it will tell you why. So this is like it identified something as spammy on your website or potentially misleading or malicious or harmful to users and things like that. So it'll usually tell you why. Won't always tell you how to fix it, but that's another conversation.
I mean, why would they do that? Why would they make it easier for you? Okay, question number 6.
Whoa, okay.
How long does it take to actually rank on Google? Don't tell me what you're going to tell me, which is it depends. Give me an answer. Yes.
If you put a concerted effort, you can make a difference in 6 to 12 months.
Okay, amazing. Beautiful. I wasn't expecting that. You actually answered it. What are the most important ranking Google factors? I have 4. Let's see what you come up with.
Yep. First one is going to be relevant, useful content and leveraging anybody in your space that you can say is authoritative. So if you've got, this is called author SEO. This is a little bit of a sneak peek, but if you have experts on your team that have the authority to speak on a topic, leverage them on your website, have a bio about them, link them on your resources, those types of things. But excellent, relevant content, both in written form, in video form, like we're doing here, and in audio form. Really content that's digestible and searchable. That's what you're looking for.
Amazing. Love it. Okay. So then is it easier to rank locally versus nationally?
That's a tough one. If I have to pick, I'm going to say local. Okay. Just because it's a lot tighter of a space. You're only going after a couple of phrases and you're intentionally saying, hey, if I'm a business in Massachusetts, I don't want to show up in California.
Okay. So someone could start there, like if they're like, I just want to get boots on the ground, start local SEO. Okay. Amazing. So then here's the next one. Question number 9. We get into some technical things. 9 and 10 are very interesting. I love these questions and I can't wait to hear your answer. What is technical SEO?
Yep. It's all the technical stuff. Okay, I'll give a little more.
Really? That's so amazing. Okay.
Right. It's basically all the stuff you can't see when you're looking at a page. So this is how fast is your website? So What server is it on? Is it able to render the website quickly? Can people interact with it quick enough? How is the website architecture set up? Meaning when a crawler goes to crawl your website, can it get to all the pages easily? Or do you have pages orphaned off that can't be found through the rest of the site? Those are some of the main technical items.
So behind the scenes stuff. Okay. Yep. So then the next question then is, what is on-page SEO?
Yep. Those are going to be mostly things that you can see as the searcher. So this is your title tag, meta description, the content itself, the headers, the alt text, and then some of the like slightly behind the scene things like schema and some of those items that really just spoon feed to the search engine. Hey, I'm talking about a product here. Here's the product. Here's the price. These are the reviews, right? Easy things for a crawler to digest.
I love it. I love it. So that's a lot of what the user can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. There's a couple hidden there.
I believe it. So are backlinks still as important as they were in previous years? So we're in a new year. Talking about backlinks, are they going to be as important this year as we move through this SEO as they were in previous years? Or is it like, it's not so important anymore?
Good, reputable backlinks, that's always important. So yes, just as important, I'd say even a little bit more. Not all backlinks are created equal. There are spammy websites that you don't want linking to your website, but there are reputable websites that you do. So strategic, intentional backlink development, that's what you want.
Okay. So no spam, no shadiness.
Exactly.
Be legit. Yep. Love it. Okay. So what is content marketing?
It's really simply, you've got content and people are searching for things. It's being able to connect the dot in a really easy way, whether it's written content, video content, audio content. It's just, that's the only way that a search engine can find and serve up a result to a searcher.
Yeah.
Is if there's content.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's total common
It's kind of a
sense.
die answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's perfect. I love it. Okay. So here we are. We are getting to the end.
Okay.
How do I create SEO friendly content then? So we can just make content. How do we make this content SEO friendly?
Make it for people, not for search engines. What I mean by that is it needs to be concise, it needs to be very relevant, and it needs to be relatable with enough authority to make it be something that they couldn't just find by asking ChatGPT. It needs to be as nuanced and relevant as you possibly can.
So it sounds like some expert advice would come in handy on some of that content. Okay, amazing. So question number 14, what the heck is link building?
Link building is just the process of acquiring links from other websites that point to yours.
Okay. So kind of what we were talking about a little bit before. Love it. How do I get other sites to link to mine? So how do you actually do that? Yeah.
Yep. Two main ways. One is just make excellent content that other people want to reference. And by other people, I mean other websites want to link back to. So create dope content. Yeah. People are going to want to share it.
I love it. Dope content, everyone. Dope content.
Do it good.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to be like intentional backlink outreach. This is, a link building team. This is somebody who's going out and saying, this could be stuff in PR or news. This could be going to other reputable websites saying, hey, you talk about this thing. We created an excellent resource. Would you link us here? There's a lot of great ways to do that.
Okay. That's flipping amazing. All right. Here we go. Second to last question. Should an SEO strategist, and you have to tell me, you're the SEO strategist, right? Should an SEO strategist focus on quantity or quality? And I assume quality, but I feel like you're going to tell me a little bit something different here.
The answer is yes, if I can say yes to both.
Okay.
So it can't just be all quality because if you have one really excellent resource and you only make it available twice a year, you're not going to move the needle in a way that's going to be inspiring. The inverse is also a challenge. If you just create tons and tons of content, but it's not that relevant, it's not that helpful, and the quality is really low, that's also not going to help you. It's got to be a mixture. Quick tip, create excellent content once a week. That's going to be a good place to start.
Amazing. I think that's probably one of the most powerful tips we've shared today. All right. So question 17, this is the last question, but here's the situation. I have 2 myths that I need you to bust after this.
Let's do it.
And then 2 tips for our audience of places where they could start with SEO very easily. Last question. What is PageRank?
PageRank is simply the algorithm that a search engine uses to rank your page. It's saying, here's the content that they have. Where should it rank against other people?
I love it. And there are resources where people can learn more about that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Amazing. So here are the 2 myths. First myth I need you to bust is SEO a one-time effort?
Absolutely not. Just like you can't go to the gym for 9 hours in one day and expect to suddenly be healthy. In the same way, you can't just do SEO for one day and then never touch it again and expect to have meaningful rankings.
Okay. Amazing answer. And can you rank on Google without any content? I mean, I feel like we cover this, but what's the real? Can you rank on Google without any content?
I've never seen it done.
Okay. So we're going to say no to that one. Myth busted.
Done.
All right. So what are the 2 quick wins that you could give our audience today of where they could start with getting some SEO movement on their website?
Yep. Make awesome, dope, relevant, helpful content for searchers.
Love it.
Both in written form, audio form, video form, and then have that be on a website that's fast and mobile friendly.
Amazing. Okay. We're done.
Boom.
You're amazing. Thank you. Woo! We did it. Yes.
Let's go.
Okay. Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Yep.